Doing a simple roll cast for these guys. And once I cast, I always make sure that my line has some sort of tension or that it's straight. That way when they're playing with that corn, I can feel them striking it and I can set the hook. If you have some slack in your line, what's going to happen is the carp will just take the corn and you won't even know. I don't really have room for stripping in my kayak when I'm sitting. So I've learned just to squeeze the line and pull back like I'm ripping out of a snag. But I just got snagged. It's kind of how I do it for pike also.
Although it looks like I'm strip setting, I'm actually using my left hand to remove the slack from the line. And as soon as I feel contact, that I've made contact with the fish, I squeeze the line against the rod handle and I pull back with my right hand. In real time it's hard to see, so I'm going to slow this video down so you guys can see it. In this case, the fish moved towards me after I picked up my fly, so I had about 1.5 feet of slack. Other times I only have about 1 inch or 2 of slack, or if the fish runs from me, I just squeeze down on the line and pull back, as I'll show you in the clips coming up here. And I could even set the hook one-handed with no problem using this technique.
There's one. Oh, nice one. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a bigger one.
On this day it was about 20 degrees Fahrenheit out, so it was below freezing. I don't like fly fishing with gloves, so I was just warming up my left hand. And carp usually run away from you when you hook them. So this technique works okay for carp, but I don't suggest trying it for other species that will run at you.
Oh, there's one. The steel. Oh. One-handed.
The main reason I started doing this kind of hook set rather than a strip set is because it is much faster and you can do it instantly when the fish strikes. And here's a good example of it. I'm going to slow this video down for you guys and then I'll play it at regular speed so you guys can see. In slow motion you can tell I'm stripping in and the pike actually strikes when my hand is at the bottom of stripping. So in order for me to strip set, I would have to pick my hand back up, grab the line, and then pull back. With this technique, I just squeeze the line in my fingers and I pull back, and you can see how strong of a hook set it really is. I'm actually pulling the fish forward towards me. And it's as quick of a hook set as you can get, I think, and it works great. And many people say that once you make contact with the fish and you hook into them and you stop feeling them, you should just keep your rod tip down and keep stripping. I think that's wrong. Simply what's happening is the fish ran at you and it's trying to shake the hook. So in this case, you can see I made contact with the fish. It's running straight at me, so I'm bringing my rod tip up. I already know it's hooked, so if I kept my rod tip down, I would lose that fish. So right now I'm just bringing my rod tip up and eliminating all that distance between me and the fish so he doesn't get any slack. And you can see how fast I'm stripping. Now let's look at that in real speed and see how fast it really happens. And it's very hard to strip in faster than the pike is running at you. So the combination of setting the hook, pulling the rod tip up, and stripping in fast is what keeps this fish on here. And I never put the pike or muskie on the reel because I can strip in a lot faster than I can reel the line in. So that also helps a lot with setting the hook this way. And here's a couple more clips of real-time speed snag sets. I've named it the snag set because I've actually developed this method pulling out of a snag. And I thought to myself, why don't I try setting the hook like that? And this was 4 or 5 years back. And the method has been working great for me. And even though it works great, missing fish is inevitable, as you can see here. But anyway, hope this video helps you. And if you're new to fly fishing, try out this technique. I think it will help you a lot. Thank you guys for subscribing. It really helps my channel grow. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, guys.